The Play the Room by Harold Pinter is an eccentric story that uses a dark mood to create many questions that seek to criticize elements of daily life. The accuracy of some elements in the text can be understood as comparison to illustrate the true situation in which the characters are immersed. In my opinion, the situation that is criticized in the play is the ignorance.
First of all, Pinter creates two separate universes, the room and the outside, and gives each of them a series of quite peculiar properties. The room is clearly a smaller space than the outside, but through the play there is a lot of emphasis on how spacious and comfortable it is. It also focuses on the advantage it presents, such as protecting them from cold and external loneliness.
Here you are. This'll keep the cold out. It's very cold out, I can tell you. It's murder.
Up to this point, it is only a text that talks about two places with their descriptions. However, when the author places Rose as the guest of the room that doesn't live it, shows how she tries to convince herself that she is happy and doesn't want to leave it, even though she doesn't stop looking through the windows to see the outside and be curious about how it is there.
They ever ask you, Bert? I'm quite happy where I am. We're quiet. We're all right. You're happy up here. It's not far up either when you come in from outside. And we're not bothered. And nobody bothers us.
This fact could show that what happened in that room becomes the complete reality of Rose, and that she can only learn about what happened in the outside from comments of others that can't leave the room, even when they may be lying to her.
What's it like out?
It's very dark out.
No darker than in.
He's right there.
Rose's situation in the room could be a metaphor for the condition of a person facing ignorance, where only a small part of the truth or reality is known, but that part is considered to be enough. The people feel very well there, even though they wish to know the complete truth, the outside. We don't go out to know it because we know that we will be losing the comfortable that ignorance gives us. In addition, it reflects the situation of vulnerability to the manipulation from others, who may know certain facts from the reality, in this case from the outside, but don't tell them as they are.
You say you saw a man downstairs in the basement?
Yes, Mrs. Hudd. You see, the thing is, Mrs. Hudd, we'd heard they got a room to let here. So we thought we'd come along and have a look. Because we're looking for a place, you see. Somewhere quiet. And we knew this district was quiet. And we passed the house a few months ago and we thought it looked very nice. But we thought we'd call of an evening to catch the landlord. So we came along this evening. Anyway, when we got here, we walked in the front door and it was very dark in the hall. There wasn't anyone about. So we went down to the basement. Well, we got down there only due to Toddy having such good eyesight, really. Between you and me, I didn't like the look of it much. I mean, the feel. We couldn't make much out. So I stopped. And Toddy stopped. And then this voice came. It said, Well, it gave me a bit of a fright. But someone asked if he could do anything for us. So Todd said we were looking for the landlord. And this man said the landlord would be upstairs. Then Todd asked if there was a room vacant. And this man, this voice really, said yes, there was a room vacant. He was very polite, I thought. But we never saw him. Anyway, we got out then, and we came up, and we went to the top of the house. I don't know whether it was the top. There was a door locked on the stairs, so there might have been another floor. But we didn't see anyone, and it was dark. And we were just coming down again when you opened your door.
You said you were going up.
What?
You said you were going up before.
No, we were coming down.
You didn't say that.
We'd been up.
On the other hand, the text, in an ironic way, transmits that ignorance of which Rose is victim to us, the readers. It is done when the author uses events that only create gaps and have no explicit answer. The strange situation of the Sands couple seems to make no sense in the history, but it managed to fulfill two fundamental objectives: to show how decisive is Rose about the reality of the house where she lives, and to create questions that, how they are not answered, leave the conclusion not only free to the imagination, but also creates the impossibility of being confirmed.
What were you looking for?
The man who runs the house.
The landlord. We're trying to get hold of the landlord.
What's his name, Toddy?
His name's Mr. Kidd.
Kid. What's that the name, Toddy?
Kid. No, that's not him.
Mr. Kidd. That's his name.
Then he's not the bloke we're looking for.
Well, you must be looking for someone else.
I suppose we must be.
Apparent contradiction, and somehow irrational ending, and the lack of astonishment in the characters before reading atypical events only generate confusion in the reader, who, without realizing it, has just been submerged into the world of ignorance.